Here we are, live again. Zena, you're already in. Good to see you there. So we're doing a live alien radio signal hunt tonight, searching the hydrogen line, the channel on the radio dial where scientists theorize we're most likely to hear the hello, is anybody else out there message. That's what we're doing tonight. Should we get ourselves live across the board with everywhere else? There we go. See if I can tick these boxes. All right. Hello, everyone. So yeah, we're doing a live alien radio signal hunt tonight, searching the hydrogen line, the channel on the radio dial where scientists theorize we're most likely to hear the hello, is anybody else out there message. And back in the 1970s, we may have heard just that. So the infamous wow signal was detected right where that yellow line is at the top of the screen there. One of our best candidates as a potential alien radio signal. There we go. So yeah, that is what we are doing tonight. So, oh no, we've not got any closer by stars in range, but that doesn't mean that there isn't any at all there. So as the Earth rotates, our dish will sweep across the sky, hopefully passing over a planet, or a star with a planet in orbit. That's going to be sending us a signal. These signals are very, very rare, but they do happen. I think the most notable signal out there is the wow signal back from the late 1970s there. Probably our best example of a potential alien radio signal ever detected. All the hallmarks of a technological radio signal there, not from this Earth. Would love to catch something like that again, but there have been many, many more since. I thought they were quite rare, and they are reasonably rare, but the frequency of them does seem to be increasing as the decades go on. Maybe it's a sign of our advancing technology that we're detecting more of them. But yeah, that's what we're doing tonight. We've got a very large radio antenna pointing up to the sky. They're following the Earth's rotation, passing over various stars, and we're hopefully going to land on one there that will be sending us that signal. It's the right place at the right time there. And Mr. 00, how are you doing there? Lisa, good to see you in. I've not got my glasses on tonight, so it's going to be difficult to read the chat, but we'll muddle through tonight. How is everybody's week starting off there? And thank you for the taps and sending the streams to your friends there, as it helps us reach more and more similar-minded people. It's how we reach everybody, so thank you for those who the hearts pop up there. 11 days until we're able to do the thing is... What day is it today there? So 11 days is... Oh, the 3-eye Atlas there, closest passing to Earth. Very, very interesting. Kate is in as well. How are you doing, Kate? We're probably going to be doing our second movie club this month. So this Friday coming, if you're over on here, you can join in on our movie club. And we normally do it at the last Friday of the month. We pick an alien-themed film to watch together. But this Friday, we are going to be doing one. I think it's going to be 7 p.m, so it's a bit earlier, but we're going to be watching The Age of Disclosure together there. It is a bit pricey, so not everybody's going to be able to attend, but it's going to be an extra one there as well. Angela's in. How are you doing there? Oh, how did it go, Kate? How is he? That is good news that that's out of the way there. Thank you for the shares, appreciate that. So yeah, we're doing not what? Oh no! Oh God! What does? I've got many questions there. I hope not too badly, not well. And Peter's in, oh no, Penelope's in as well. Sorry, I've got my glasses on today, so struggling with that one there. How are you doing? Good to see you in there tonight. So yeah, we're doing another live alien radio signal hunt today here. Hopefully going to be picking up ET saying hello. We're listening on the hydrogen line, and not only is that the channel on the radio dial where scientists theorize we're most likely to hear a message, because there's lots of channels, there's thousands of these frequencies, but even radio itself might not be the method that an alien civilization uses to communicate anymore. But the reason we think it is here, because it's such a useful frequency for radio astronomy, for learning about the universe and what is going on. There'll always be eyes and ears listening and monitoring this frequency. So statistically, if you want to have something listened, message heard, then this is the place that you'll put it there most likely. And yeah, and thank you for the heart there. Solved one issue and found... Oh my God! A lot of adjusting. Oh my God, Kate. I mean, I don't know too much around it all, but that sounds... I'm sorry to hear that. That is awful, especially at this time of year as well. It's got to be hard for all of you guys there. And B, how are you doing? All good, all good. We're starting off the week. I found the list of no-no words for TikTok, so I'm trying to adjust my speech to get us out of the jowl there. But it's very difficult because it's basically everything I say. I need like one of those electric shock collars there to kind of keep me posted there. And one of those things I have to change is the bit I'm going to say now there, B, because you've done the heart, so I'm not allowed to say the L word. But thank you for the hearts there. The tapping away. That is how we meet everybody. It's how we make new friends here on the platform. So do make sure you're joining our community, so that way you can get that notification when we go live there. We go live basically every night. If it's cloudy, we're doing this at the live alien radio signal hunt there. But if it's clear, we do a UFO, UAP skywatch. And we see all the weird and wonderful things flying around in the night sky here over Wiltshire in the UK, which is right in the heart of Crop Circle country. If the moon's up full, as it was earlier on in the week there, and we see all the craters and all the details there, and talk about how weird the moon is. So make sure you're joining us on our quest for more and more evidence of the highly strange. And B, thank you for feeding Alan.
Nom nom nom, thanks guys.
In his little bow tie and hat there for the festive period there. Kate, he probably would there. Kate. How you doing, Harko, as well? A live one. Oh, excellent. You have to send us the link so we can check that one out. So we've not had that vast amount of sightings. We've had some good ones recently, but they've been a little bit more infrequent, sadly. And you've already got your stamp for this one, Harko. You don't need that many more. I think it's the deep dive is the next one you need. But yeah, our sightings have gone down a little bit, but that's mainly because it's been so cloudy. We haven't had a chance to get the camera out there and do as many of those sky watches. But hey ho, we will we'll persist. Those skies will clear, and we will get some more opportunities for that. What sort of UFO was it there, Harko, that you saw? Was it more the lights in the sky, or was it like a physical shape to the craft there? That's always my favourite there. How you doing, Penelope? Good to see you there. And Pine Coney as well. Good to see you in as well. How are you guys doing? So yeah, it's another live alien radio signal hunt tonight. Now, these distances that we're talking about are so fast. So radio waves travel at the speed of light there. I can't remember what the specific number is, but very, very fast. But it still takes them such a long time to reach us here over these vast distances coming in from these stars. So we're kind of in between some localish stars. Difta and Zorak there. Difta is about 96.3 light years away. So if we were to have received a signal from that star, means it would have taken 96.3 years for that radio wave there to travel across space. And again, because it's so vast, the energy required for that signal to reach us would have been very loud, very great there, probably in the hundreds of gigawatts of power requirements for that one. And it's very interesting. Because it's kind of like shouting, if you think about this. You need a louder voice to travel those further distance. If there's a bit of background noise, you then need to be even louder again, or you can have a more sensitive ear to pick up those fainter and fainter signals. And it kind of works similarly to that. So whilst we're pointing to a patch of sky here that we've only got far away stars in, then the odds go down a little bit. But coming in range very soon is the Orion constellation, and immediately we've going to have Zurak coming in there, Cursor, Rigel, and Safer. I don't know that to pronounce that one, but we're going to have some really interesting candidates be pointing our dish to over the next week. It's going to be really interesting. You never know when you're going to pass over the right star at the right time, sending those signals there. Nice day wearing a t-shirt. A nice lady wearing a t-shirt with a UFO on it there. Yeah, we all need more space. I've got so much junk here. And United is in. How are you doing, United? How has your week been? Let's chat through here. See, this is frustrating. The internet should be fine. The internet here should be okay, because I hollered at my ISP today, and they realised there were some settings that are wrong, so it should be alright. Let me do another speed test. I did one just beforehand, and it should be alright. But let's have a look. Let's load up another one. Let's see if it's just dramatically dropped. Oh, it does look a little bit slow, but then again, we are using it. So we'll check it again afterwards. And always fighting. Been good. Yeah, we are all good. We're all good. We're in a happy place with all of you guys searching for the strange and anomalous there. I do need your ping device. Well, our ping was like 1,000. And it seemed to have gone down to a more reasonable 18. Although now, just looking at it, so I know we're streaming, so that's going to affect things as well. But it's gone right the way back down again to 730. So either we're all online, or at once and it's slowing it down. We'll have to see there. Let me stop the speed test. We don't. What's it saying? A little bit higher on the upload. There, but yeah, we're doing a live alien radio signal hunt tonight. Hopefully we're going to hear ET say hello. These signals are very, very rare, but the frequency of potential alien radio signal detections has been going up over the decades there. Here it's fighter set lucky there, and why is oh, that is incredibly frustrating. I thought we had solved it. There today. Is there anything else I can do? No, I don't think there is, other than throw Leanne off of the Wi-Fi. Thank you for the gifts there. It all goes back into the stream there. And the shares as well. Here it's 57. Oh, could you please explain what happened? What happens on the screen? Good question there. United will do that one. So what you're looking at now is... it's a live radio receiver, essentially, with some analysis software over the top. So why is that not working? So what happens is, let me get my cursor over there. At the top of the screen here, these are the live radio signals coming in across all the different channels. This is the equivalent of your radio dial there that you'd have on old-fashioned radios, all the different frequencies, the different channels. We're interested in the yellow line here, the hydrogen line, because that is the channel on the radio dial where scientists theorize that's the most likely place for us to hear that message there. Excuse me. So that is why we're looking in this one and slightly around it there. But live frequencies coming in. Now, what you've got in this middle part of the screen here, behind this red box, is the same data, but it is being displayed differently. So these are dynamics. There's the signals coming in live, up and down as they're coming through. This is displaying it based on averages. So therefore we can see these patterns and the shapes coming in. And here's a good example. This is an interference signal that we've got, some sort of electronic interference. We've had it with us the whole time we've been doing these streams, but you can't really see the spike there because it just only flicks up so very infrequently. But here, because of the averages there, you can actually see it coming up as this little ridge there. And again, the color distinctions there. So blue is a bit low, yellow is medium, and when it spikes red, then we know we've got a nice clear signal there. Rio's in. How are you doing, Rio? We'll do some stamps on the passport in a second, once we go into the stream. So yeah, that is those same sort of thing, but it's been displayed in different ways and allows us to see any sort of subtleties here. Because again, these distances are so vast that they might be faint, they might not be really, really clear. So we need to have every help we can to kind of filter out those things. How are you doing, Debster there, and Harko coming in with the hearts. Thank you for tapping away there. That red box there is doing micro signal analysis. So in the absence of a nice clear signal here, what it's doing is the highlighted area in red, which is of interest, it is looking in this background noise here, looking for evidence of a signal there. Is there any fragments of a signal, any repetition, any encoding, anything that could say that there's a signal getting drowned out by all of that background noise? And then behind me, you guys can't see it on TikTok, but other places, as you'll see when it comes up here, behind me at the bottom of the screen is the sky map. Shows you where our dish is pointing, as you can see there, what stars are in shot there. And what else happens is over in the middle left, you've got the waveform analysis, so that actual signal that's coming in, the sound you can hear behind the music, that is being analysed and compared to past potential alien radio signal detections there to match it up. And in the middle section here, you have got the details about stars that are in shot. We've not got any close by ones in range at the second, but when they do, it tells you how far away they are in light years. If we know of any exoplanets in orbit around those stars, that's, planets that aren't in our solar system, and also the energy requirements to receive a signal if we were to receive one there. So that's what's going on the screen, so keep an eye out, and let's see if it all flashes up, that we get a nice signal there. And B as well, thank you for the gift, that's very, very kind. It all goes back into the stream there as well. Debster is in there, Gingerbread as well, hello, and Morgana, how are you? Good to see you in, even if it's just quick, it's good to see you all in there tonight. And Stephen's in over there as well. Yeah, hopefully the internet will sort itself out. I'll still be hollering at our ISP tomorrow. There, and everybody thank Morgana for the treasure box when you claim those coins, and Harko as well. I just see the little alien buddy there, looks like Alan. Thank you for that one as well. And Morgana, thank you for the gifts. And
Nom nom nom, thanks guys.
For feeding Alan there. And Gingerbread as well, thank you for sending the stream out. I'm not allowed to say certain words now, so I have to say the long way around. But thank you for sending the stream out to your friends there. Tapping away and, providing the stream like that. God, there's no other way to word it. Does help us reach more and more like-minded people there. Like yourselves. God, I keep saying the L word. I'm not meant to say that. It's going to be an interesting training. But yeah, we do appreciate that. It's how we make all our new friends here. You never know who's going to come in, and they're going to have an awesome story, an awesome first-hand account with the phenomena there, so we can all understand a bit more about what is going on there. Do appreciate it, says our Gingerbread, and we're going to be stamping the passports in a bit. We'll get the stream a bit more underway, but then we'll do the passports then. So if anybody does need a SETI stamp or one of the other platform ones, let us know. We'll get those stamped there. I did, Gingerbread. Honestly, yeah, so that was an interesting one. So I see a lot that are kind of similar, and they have a texture to the sighting that you saw there, but it's more of like a lens effect. Your one actually seemed to be like it was the physical shape. There was it didn't seem to be like a light effect. It seemed to be actual, like you were photographing the actual texture of it. Is that what it was like in person? Because that was quite interesting. I've never seen a one like that before there. How you doing, Stephen? Anything interesting? So we're just getting going at the minute. The background seems to be a little bit busy tonight, but nothing yet. Now, the nature of this is a bit like a... God, I can't say that other word as well. It's a right place, a right time sort of thing there. You never know when you're going to be passing over a star with an inhabited planet that'll be sending us a signal. So we have to wait around and just wait for the signals to come through. And if they do, they'll only be on screen for between 30 and 90 seconds there. That is how long it takes with the Earth's rotation for us to pass on, over and off of a target. There, so it won't be there for long, but that does help us to eliminate other things locally. If we have a signal that's really, really fast, it's probably a plane passing over or a satellite or something like that. If it's there for a longer period of time, like that interference signal that we have there, which is with us the whole time, that means that it's probably here with us with our equipment as well there. So we can start to take apart and understand a bit more what it is that we're seeing and potentially experiencing here. There's a few other little tricks as well that helps us refine that as well. Definitely not a reflection. So I zoomed in and it was a light. That's what I got. Yeah, you see, it was an interesting one. The texture on it, though, that's what really struck out for me. That real shape. But it wasn't a donut. There was no hole in the middle, but it had that sort of ridge from what I saw. It was very interesting. Oh my God, B, in our latest stream section on that one, AAP has put a post in them, and it's to TikTok there, somebody, and it makes sense. You want to look at them because they're not even like offensive things, or potentially upsetting words. They're just day-to-day words. It is so strict, and it makes total sense that they put that in September, and we were doing 130 people in the live at any one point. They put in these words, and they're all part of my normal spiel. So it is absolutely insane. Like, I don't even know if I've got a chance at trying to keep it, but I'm trying to. I want to make some new friends there. And I mean, as well, thank you for the heart. Appreciate that one. Yeah, it is crazy. It is. That's probably a word on there as well. In Glasgow. I mean, what sort was it? Was it strangely behaving light in the sky, or was it Also, there's some sort of shape to the craft there. I've not got my glasses on tonight, so I'm probably going to read everybody's names and things wrong there. How you doing, Penelope? Good to see you in there. Seeing you there as well. Right, God, my eyes are absolutely terrible tonight. Round lights in a circle. Okay, very interesting. How many in the set? Well, no, it's going to be impossible to gauge scale. Were they white lights? I like the sound of this one, Owen. Sounds a very exciting sighting there as well. Is it still buffering for you? It's a bit strange. I don't know what's doing it. It's like they're throttling our internet, because it was totally fine before we came online. Like, totally fine. There, it's very frustrating. Got it on his phone. Oh, well, if you post it, do tag us in it there, so I can see that one. Be an interesting sighting. So yeah, we're doing the alien radio signal hunt once again. Now, again, we're probably unlikely to be getting any interesting signals from our local solar system. We've not done intensive study of our solar system. We know a reasonable amount about it, but we haven't really gone into the detail out there. We've assumed there's a lot of rocks. You know, we've extrapolated a lot of information from there, so there's probably lots of interesting things to be found, but most probably these radio signals aren't going to be coming that locally. They're going to be really, really far out there. They're going to be coming from sources orbiting other stars, and our closest one, Proxima Centauri, our closest stellar neighbour, is about 4.5 light years away from us, something like that. And apparently there is signals coming from there. There have been some interesting signals detected from that area, so that would be very interesting. Our closest stellar neighbour there potentially being a similar technological level to be able to send us signals. What would that mean there? But it doesn't mean there's nothing in our solar system or our immediate vicinity there. We may have probes sent from other civilizations there. Earth has been giving off a biosignature for billions of years, so people with the same technological level that we are at now, the civilizations that have had this level, have been able to see that Earth has life for at least a couple of billion years there. So it's been an interesting planet, so to speak, for a while there. So it makes sense that another civilization might want to put a probe in orbit to monitor, to see what's going on here and see if life does develop. And one of the theorized probes, this is how we would do it as humans, would be to put a probe in orbit around a planet like that, and then if it detects radio signals, or certain types of radio signals, then it wakes up and goes, right, they're at the technological level there. Let's talk back. But how would you communicate with another civilization that you know nothing about there? What's their language? You know, what's the limits of their technology there? How are they encoding the messages and things like that? Well, the easy way around it would be to just repeat those signals back. And it's kind of like how we act at the zoo with the animals there. It is, you know, when you go up to the old monkey enclosure there, you start to wave, you start to mimic, don't you? Trying to get them to copy you or you copy them, showing that first connection there. So it's a Bracewell probe, it's theorized there, that would go and do that sort of thing. Now, as humans, we have had strange radio signals repeated back to us over the years. They're called long delay echoes, and we'll go into those in a bit there. But they are some very interesting candidate signals there that have been heard over the years, even from the early days there. And United and Owen, thank you for the gifts, I appreciate that. And it all goes back into the stream tonight there. Have you ever heard any strange signals? So United, we haven't here. They're still quite rare, and we've only been doing this since the summer. Yeah, there. So, you know, the statistical odds do go up, and there have been some interesting signals heard over the years. So obviously the WOW signal is the one that most people know there, detected in the 1970s, the late 1970s there, and they used to be kind of every few decades. They were really quite rare potential alien radio signals. But over the years, they seem to be getting more frequent. They become sort of roughly every decade. And now we're at the point of multiple times. In fact, I think 2017, 2018, and 2019, there were quite a few candidate signals heard there. And science kind of can't prove definitely alien, and they can't prove definitely interference or man-made technology. So then they're going to go, oh, it was probably a satellite or something like that. And then that's it. That's what, for them, they can't research it anymore. The signal was passed. They have to just leave it in that category. But there is actually quite a few very interesting signals that have been heard over the years. So that is what we're doing, but it's a game of odds there. You've got to be at the right place at the right time. We don't know when or where these signals are going to be coming from. We know what channel on the dial, though. Oh, no worries, Kate, no worries. Obviously, that's a very important today, well, for always, but there. So yeah, they do happen, but it will happen at some point. Again, those signals will only be on screen for between 30 and 90 seconds there, what with the Earth's rotation. And thank you for posting the stream there to your friends. So that is how we reach more and more similar people there of similar interests. You never know who you're going to meet and who's going to come in and share their experiences with the phenomenon. So we appreciate that. We appreciate you guys tapping away there, getting us noticed there. And Andy, how are you doing? What frequency? So this is a 1.420 there. It's the hydrogen line. It is the channel on the radio dial that scientists theorize we're most likely to hear the hello, is anybody else out there message. It is the same frequency the WOW signal was heard on back in the 70s, same frequency that the weird signal was heard back in the 2010s and a few others. So it is the frequency that hydrogen gas naturally releases a radio signal as it decays. And because hydrogen gas there is the most abundant sort of element, molecule, whatever the word is, in our galaxy, this is the one consistent channel on the radio dial. No matter where you are in our galaxy, this channel basically sounds the same. And because of that consistency, it's very useful for radio astronomy. There's always going to be eyes and ears listening to this. And if we know this, we think aliens would be the same. If they've got radio technology, they would know this. They would be doing the same thing. So if you ever want to have a message heard, if you want to reach out there to somebody, you don't know if they're there or not or where they may be, you put your message on this line here. It's the most likely to be monitored there. So that's why we think that the hydrogen line is the Goldilocks zone for these potential signals, and we have heard things here over the years. So right where we would expect to hear it, and the sort of thing that we would be expecting to hear. So yeah, that's what we want to do there. They've scored. I mean, I barely follow any sports. Look at me, I'm not athletic there. But it's a lot more structured today than yesterday. You like it? I mean, you've got a very good ear for the background signal. For me, it blurs into one, blurs in with the music. But a few of you people kind of got that amps good at noticing as well, the details around it. Noticing those subtle changes. And if I turn the music down, so that is the sound of the signal there. That is the sound of the hydrogen line. That is the channel that we're listening to. So if we get a message through, you'll hear the bleep, bleep, bloop, bloops, whatever that message might be coming through right there. But it sounds quite cool, doesn't it? That is the background noise of the universe there, the cosmic microwave background, which is what scientists theorize might be the remnants of the Big Bang or just after, which is quite amazing to think of. That's what you're listening to, the remnants of the Big Bang. How cool would that be? Posted, oh, did you? About, he's like, the Greys. Is that what you were talking about weeks ago? Oh yes, yeah. I haven't checked Discord this evening, Kate. But yeah, the potential alien mummies there, the tridactyl ones, they look like it. They're from Peru. If it's those ones, then yes, and they are very, very interesting. There, they are biologically real creatures. Like, you know, whatever they are not fake. They might not be alien, but they're definitely not fake. It's very, very interesting. They are there as well. Thank you, Andy. And Harko, what elevation are you using now? Just put under 67 degrees or better to 90 degrees. So we're at about a 15 degree inclination there. So we're only slightly up over the horizon there. Very, very subtle. And I mean, it's almost like a heartbeat today, very calming. Well, that makes a nice change. When or just before, 3i Atlas went behind the sun, and now it's come out the other side and stuff, but it was really busy. That background, I was jumping all over the place, flashing yellow there, peaking odd locations, and then goes behind the sun, just went quiet. And makes you think, I'm not saying aliens, but I'm saying that I think these celestial events there, the stellar activity, really does affect more than we consider. You know, it doesn't have to necessarily bump into something to do it there. Our baby heartbeat tonight. I wonder if there's a connection. I'll have to look into that as well. Peru, that's the one. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, they've got a few different types. So definitely I think they call them the M type, and they look more like the greys rather than the miniature ones. And I wrote them off when I first saw them. When I first saw them in the news, I thought, they looked far too fake. But they have been legitimately tested now, and by independent universities said these are biological organisms. They're not fakes. We don't know what they are. I think they're like a 30% genetic match to us, which is weird because most other creatures are a much higher genetic match. So they're very interesting creatures, possibly the best evidence that we do have for the phenomena. Then coming in and posting that one to your friends as well there, Kate, thank you for those there. The scans, oh my god, he breaks it down, doesn't the old MRIs? The MRI scans, is it the PET scans that they're doing as well, into the mummies there, seeing the layers, so you can see all of the details. They are definitely real there. And the metal implants, again, the metal implants, the metal within the metal implants there is, I can't remember the particular name, but it's just a type of metal that we as humans only kind of discovered and learned how to refine, I don't know, like the turn of the last century there, 100 and so years ago. And these mummies are carbon dated to what, like 500 to 1,000 years or something like that. So it's so many questions there, and loving the stickers that are there at B as well. I did various ones. So yeah, there's a few. I think they've got 3 different types, and I don't know about the others. I'm kind of put off just because they look fake, and I know that's not scientific. But they do look a bit funky there. No worries, Kate, no worries. Good question. Paul, hello, and thank you for the gifts there. And all goes back into the stream. So yeah, we're doing our alien radio signal hunt once again tonight there. It's a right place, right time deal. We never know when you're passing over the right planet at the right time. Even if there is a source star where these signals might come from, and we don't know what frequency they're going to be sent there. So these are high-powered transmissions to reach us here. If you're purposely doing that SETI message. So we're not trying to necessarily hear ET talking to ET, a UFO messaging another UFO, their interstellar delivery order, or anything like that. That could be in any frequency. In fact, there is a little bit of potential evidence that points that maybe 1.6 gigahertz is the frequency for that. But so we're listening for this purposeful one, for a civilization reaching out to say hello. But the energy bands are so vast, they're not unlikely to be sending that signal the whole time, constantly there, just because of that energy usage. So what frequency are they going to send it? As humans, we sent that signal once, back in the early 1970s. Funnily enough, a few years before we received one of our best examples of a potential alien radio signal there. So, yeah, what frequency? Is it their year? Is it their month? Is it a seasonal thing? Maybe they have a party and celebrate the new year by messaging of our potential civilizations. We don't know. Because those time frames are going to be dictated, obviously, by their orbits in the same way. Or maybe they use a different measure for time. This is the thing. There are so many loose ends we don't know. So we just have to put in the hours. And we just have to get that dish pointing across the sky there, and hopefully be there at the right place at the right time there. Dawdle, hello, and thank you for the gifts there. Appreciate that one. And Marcus too, and Paul, thank you for those. It all goes back into the stream there, helping us improve what we do. Let me scroll up a little bit. There's Paul, good to see you. And Marcus is in there as well. Dawdle is in, and Carl as well. Just popped in to say hi. I've been nice, but I hope everything's okay, or as okay as it can be there, Carl. But thank you for popping in there. Alan sends his regards, hoping everything is well. Yeah, so that is what we are doing there, searching those distances. Where did I leave it earlier? There was something I was going to come back to of what was important. I've totally forgotten there now. Marcus, thank you for feeding Alan.
Nom nom nom, thanks guys.
totally gone from my brain what that was now. Oh yeah, we're talking about where these signals might be coming from there. So we're looking at these ones, civilizations potentially reaching out across space and these vast distances there. So yeah, unlikely to be anything within our solar system, unlikely, but not definite there, other than potential probes. And have we had any evidence of this? Well, a few people have seen some funny images, and maybe the Black Knight satellite, is it the Black Knight? Yeah, it's the Black Knight satellite. Maybe there is something like that in orbit. But what other evidence do we have? Well, there's something that is really, really interesting called long delay echoes. And there are phenomena in radio, and they've been detected like the whole damn time, which is quite interesting there, even from the early days. And what it is so in radio you're sending that signal out there, and things can bounce back in the same way that you can reflect light off of things. You can reflect radio waves off of things, and our ionosphere, the part of our atmosphere there at night, becomes very reflective to radio. There, so much so that AM radio stations have to turn their transmitting power down by half, otherwise their signal is sent like across the half of the world, and it really annoys everyone. So you can kind of cheat by bouncing your signal off the ionosphere here. And what happens normally with normal radio echoes is that somebody, a ham radio operator or whoever, will be sending out their signal, and then a fraction of a second later, or is it 2/3 of a second, whatever it is, it'll come back to them, and that is the speed of light their signal bouncing off the ionosphere around the world and coming back. It's that distance at the speed of light. Okay, so we know what that is. But these long delay echoes are very interesting indeed, because they are about a 7-second or so delay. And that is interesting because you can map a distance there of about 3.5 seconds each way for that journey. So what is 3.5 seconds from Earth at the speed of light? Not much. Not much. The moon isn't there. There's not much there at all. But there is something called a Lagrange point. And these are basically what... they're parking spots for orbits. Everything up there is in motion, should be flying around, orbiting one another, flying through the night sky. Even if it looks pretty stable, everything is really moving up there, except for in these Lagrange points. Now that is where the gravity of the big masses there, so like Earth, the moon and the sun, they all kind of cancel each other out, and there's these places you can put satellites or objects, and then they don't orbit and they don't then fall back into whatever body it is that they're orbiting. You can just put them there quite safely. The James Webb Space Telescope is in one of those such places. And they're very interesting, because if you're a civilization, as we mentioned earlier, maybe you noticed Earth was habitable billions of years ago, and you want to put something in orbit to monitor that, to see if it gets to the technological level there, where would you put it? If you put it closer, if you put it in an orbit there, eventually that orbit's going to decay and come back in and re-enter the Earth there. So you have to expend energy, and over a long period of time, billions of years or so, that's a lot of energy that you've got to take with you or get from somewhere. So Lagrange points are the answer to that, these little parking spots up there in space. So alien civilization, want to monitor the Earth, where have they put it? Lagrange point. How far away is the Lagrange point? 3.5 seconds each way. It's a 7-second round trip there, and we're getting those messages, our Earth radio signals bounce back from what appears to be those places there. So it's very, very interesting. Maybe a few of those things are lining up. Even in the early days of radio development, I think it was Tesla and possibly even Marconi, the inventor of a radio there, or the discoverer technically. They noticed weird communications as well there. Loving the stickers there, Marcus, feed him there. Oh wow, going to get some sleep. I'm wishing all the best. That's never good there, Carl. But thank you for popping in there. It was on the 5th or 6th, I can't remember. Oh, what was that one, Owen? I can't see the other message hasn't come through. Was that the sighting in Glasgow? But I've only got that one there. And B, am I wrong, or were we supposed to be hit by CME today? I heard a little bit of a rumbling, but I don't know. Maybe? It's hard to tell, isn't it, these days? You see the news reports come up and go, is it totally fake? Or is it not, or is it real? There. Oh, can we do a deep dive on Tesla one day? He's my favourite scientist. I mean, I don't know if I could do it justice, because he's such an interesting, multifaceted individual there. So many parts of the history. Like, I'd love to. I have to look into some documents. I think it's Donald Trump's, President Trump's, we should say, great uncle, or there was a relation. He was the individual there that was charged with actually going through Tesla's documents when he passed. That was in his hotel room. Yeah, the uncle. Yeah, people are all connected. Oh, Bill Gates' grandfather, the Bush's grandfather as well, all connected to the UAP phenomena there historically. Everybody's got a connection. It's very interesting indeed. Oh, it's all connected. Haven't posted about our next deep dive yet, but that will be on the 18th, Thursday the 18th, about 11 p.m. UK time. We're going to be looking at a new, fresh whistleblower report there coming from, I think, Area 51 and all of that sort of stuff. It's going to be a great read through. We did our last whistleblower deep dive, didn't we, on Friday, and that was over there. And that was the molecular biologist that claims to have worked with the alien biologics, their genetics and stuff there, the Greys. Very, very interesting read through. It's one of those few, because a lot of the stuff in the UFO world, it just adds, here's another unexplained sighting, here's another unexplained sighting, and they're all very interesting, they're great, but they don't contribute to the knowledge, of understanding. It's not fleshing out the details a little bit more. But this was, whether it's true or not, we don't know. But if it is true, it was one of those rare cases where those details became a little bit clearer there, explaining how their biology might work, which would explain a lot of the other things that we'd seen in some of the sightings there. So I thought it was absolutely a great one there. And it's free if you use the code at the top of our TikTok page there. You can join for free for a month there, so you'll be able to catch another 2 deep dives live, but also watch that one and some other ones back there. It's a little bit of a coincidence. It's stuff like that does make me start to go, maybe there is some more going on there. And Marcus,
thank you for the alien pet scars.
Sorry if I missed you for that one there. And it's why a lot of conspiracy theorists think that the book about Baron Trump was written. That is interesting in itself, isn't it? The Baron Trump story there. Only future will tell if that works out to be true there. And Arlo, how are you doing? Good to see you in there. And Eb, put some tin foil inside the green hat. But then the voices wouldn't be able to get in, would they? Would they? How would I hear from the aliens? Back again, Kat. Oh, if you need to be somewhere else, Kate, it's totally fine there as well. And as B says, I mean, I can't say those words now, but thank you for those ones as well there. And yes, if you're worried why I've changed my script, regulars, just check out our on the next live section on here. There's a list, or a link to a list of things you're not allowed to say on TikTok now. So I'm trying to keep to that list, but it's very, very difficult because a lot of them are just normal words there. Oh, he's trying to sleep now. Oh, God. Oh, Alan's wishing him the best there. He's using his mind powers. So yeah, but it is very, very interesting, isn't it, that there are these cases throughout history that do point that potentially maybe we have had these glimpses, these fragments of evidence all along there, going back to the early days of radio and detecting these anomalous signs there, let alone the more literal sightings and experiences there. I'm trying to think of some good ones there, but nothing is coming to mind. Where is it, guys? What is your top physical sighting experience there? It's top physical that you have heard of. Who is the most plausible? So we'll take Lazar off the table at the minute because he was working with it. But, potential UFO, potential alien interacting with humanity directly there. What is your favourite account there that you think, if any of them are going to be true or accurate, that one might be it? I'm trying to think for myself where that lands. I don't know if it is just because of all of the cultural weight on it, but I'm such a big fan of Roswell. I'm still trying to figure out why. But for me, Like that, it's a classic. It's where the modern ufology kind of really started. There, Kate, my own eyes, and the non-lit flying ball thing. The night I joined the stream. Oh yes, the weird things that we see over there. I always forget about them. The ones we see on the stream. It's because for me, it's so detached being on screen. Doesn't necessarily feel like I'm experiencing it, but going up the hill the second time, that was weird. There were some weird lights out there, and I don't know, is it a trick of the light? But it was there. I made it. Hello, Mayor. Good to see you. I hope you are well there. Get back from the office. Was that tonight? Was it as exciting as the Starship Alan Christmas party that you was talking about with Raf? Alan, you've got to walk yourself tonight. The look he just gave me, man. The look Alan just gave me. Walking himself, he says. Never. I was saying, Mayor, I'm trying to play by TikTok's rules and not say the words it doesn't like. But problem is, a lot of the words are just normal, everyday sentences, and I repeat them all of the time. So I'm trying to retrain myself, but I need like an electric shock collar every time I say the words. It is a right pain there. See, just like that, I'm thanking Kate for showing the stream to their friends. But I don't know if that's a good enough excuse for Alan. Alan actually doesn't have feet, so he can't really associate. He has stumps. Yes, Alan, I just turned you upside down. I'm going to get it in the neck for that one. Exactly there. Made a little clip of Alan as Santa, but it's too cute. Make him a bit scary. Oh, that is Alan's dark side there. The good one, the Mission Impossible one, that was funny. That's very well done, actually. I have no luck with making those videos myself. Oh, excuse me. So yeah, back to it. Putting in the hours. Are we going to get those signals through today? Where is... Where's the weather forecast? Let's see. Oh god. No. No. Tomorrow. Tomorrow is potential. This spells range. Is the camera going to get wet in those lengthy clear spells? No. Okay. Right. If the weather holds, tomorrow might be a skywatch if we are lucky. Yeah, if we're lucky there. Imagine his voice. Return me upright position, Earthling. Well, yeah, he can actually say that. We normally wait to hit the goals, but I think Alan can, if my cursor wants to work. See if that works, Alan.
Put me down, human. Return me to the upright position.
There we go. Needs to be a bit faster, I think, Alan. Express the urgency. Sometimes when I'm listening, I count the pulses to see if we get repeated patterns. I mean, God, that's a skill. I definitely wouldn't be able to do that. Attention span. But definitely let us know if you catch anything. Your hearing's better after some. I used to like a banana, one of those. Went for a weird phase in my teens. The slow speech, it just adds to the effect. Alan is definitely not happy with me, but then, you know, what's the change there? So hopefully, as the Earth rotates, we're going to pass over a star with a planet that's inhabited and be sending us a signal. If we do, it'll only be on screen for between 30 and 90 seconds there. That is how long at these distances that our dish will be on, over and off of a target. So fingers crossed we'll catch it here on screen tonight. So Zurak, I think it's about 200 light years away, that star. That will be the next one coming into shot in the next 20 minutes or so there. But we'll see how that one goes. I got my times wrong for a second. I was like, we've not been on for an hour and 45 minutes. No, we've been on for 45 minutes. Get that one around the right way there. How are we doing? Marcus over there as well. Oh, you can't. I don't know if Raf's over there though. He does like the idea of the shock collar there. Actually, I do need something like that, I think. It's the only way I'll learn. But if he ever takes over, he's going to have to... he's... I was going to have you typed. Yes. Beat you to the mistletoe. None of that on Starship Alan. There. Got to look after him. He's saying, if that was true, then Walkie is mayor. That's what he's saying. With mistletoe fairy. So guys, if you are just joining us, we are doing a live alien radio signal hunt tonight, searching the stars, hoping to hear ET saying hello. As the Earth rotates there, our dish will sweep across the sky, hopefully passing over a star that has got a planet that is inhabited and that is sending us a signal. If it does, again, it'll only be on screen for between 30 and 90 seconds there. But do make sure you join our little community so you get those notifications when we go live, because we do something like this every night. So it's either the live alien radio signal hunt, as we're doing tonight, if it's cloudy. If it's not, though, we get the camera out and we point it to the sky as we see all the weird and wonderful things flying around in the night skies here over Wiltshire in the UK, which is right in the half crop circle country there. And if the moon's up full, there's some actual footage from a recent moon stream, still the craters, all the details there, talk about how weird the moon is. So yeah, make sure you're part of the crew and you can join us as we're searching for the evidence there together. And thank you for the heart mail. Alan can take you walkies. I'll give you a piggyback there. Does Alan like mince pies? Good question. I don't know if Alan's tried them yet. I know I do. I tell you what, we'll have to for the next movie club. So it'll probably be the Age of Disclosure one on Friday. We'll see if we can get him some mince pies to try, and we'll see what he thinks of that as well. Oh, may as well thank you for feeding Alan.
Thank you for the alien pets, guys.
Yeah, we'll do that one. But yeah, we're going to do a second movie club this month. So obviously we're going to have the main one, which I think is going to be December 26th at 10 p.m. And so far, vote is still open. But at the minute, it is looking like we are watching E.T. together for that one. But we're also going to do a second one. But it will be Thursday, technically. This Friday, a bit earlier at 7 p.m. We're going to be watching... we're going to be watching The Age of Disclosure, the film that everybody's talking about in this community. It's a bit expensive, so not everybody's going to be able to join us for that one. But if you do fancy it, we're going to be watching it along together, chatting away on here all at the same time, but watching it separately. And you're all welcome to join us for that one. B, what is a mince pie? Do you not have them over there? Oh God, how would you even describe it? It's a Christmas. Do you know, like a jam tart with a lid on it? So it's like a miniature pie, right? And in it it's called mincemeat, but it's sweet, not savoury. It's not like actual meat. It's how would you describe it, guys? They're very nice. They're very nice, but for Christmas times. Mince pie flavoured. Oh, Viennese Wells. You know, I haven't had a Viennese Well in years. Always making me hungry, guys, there. I have no idea I'm walking, Alan. Yeah, honestly, yeah, they are worth a trying. Yes, things that you assume are just everywhere, but actually no, they're a local thing. What's the difference between the orange and the blue lines? Good question there, Penelope. So that is signal strength. So there's not much in it there, but so you see a lot of it is triggering the yellow there. But so when blue is the lowest, mid-range there is the yellow, and then it goes red when it goes red when there's like a nice clear sort of signal there at the minute. So it's just that little indication that they're kind of going up and off. They're just going over that threshold a little bit there, that we're getting strong spikes on those frequencies. So good question there. No nuts. I didn't type nuts for nuts' sake. You're going to get enough ban for that one. I did stamp your clocking card. Actually, I haven't done the passports yet today. Who actually does need? Who hasn't got a SETI? Who needs their passport stamped? Who hasn't had it stamped for either a SETI stream or the platform that they are on? And what is the age of disclosure? Oh, so it's Amazon Prime Video, I think. It's on that one. B, let's just double check, let's make sure. I think you have, because you were in yesterday, weren't you? So I've alphabetized the cards. So let's see if we can give you anything today. So B, what you need to do, right? So you have got your TikTok, your SETI, your Skywatcher, your Falling Star, your Feeding Alan, you've got that one, and the deep dive one, and you've got that one as well. So what you need to do is you need to be on for a Skywatch stream and need to see something anomalous there that we all see. So like the stationary flashing or a potential UFO, something like that going around. Or you now need to join us and comment for a stream either on that one or on that one there. So it's these two. So if you go and find us on there, and then you've got to follow on those ones, and then say stamp in the chat, because we're live on those as well, and then that's a stamp for each of those, and then you join us for a gaming stream, which we'll probably do Friday or Saturday there. So you're going to be close with those stamps there. Are you going to I'm going to regret tomorrow? Oh well, glad you had a good time with me there. Thank you for popping in there as well. He's got 15 miles away today of all day. Oh my god. Kids. We'll send Alan on the spaceship. It'll be alright. Rubbing hands together, yeah. I'll see you pop up over from those platforms in a minute. We get those stamped. So, yeah, anybody else? I think we did most people's stamps for the SETI and stuff yesterday, so we might not have anyone there. But has anybody not actually got their passport filled out yet? So we're doing these little stream passports, little souvenir, physical souvenir there, and the idea is we fill in your name, and inside there you've got 12 tasks to complete, and each task you get a stamp, and it says the holder of this passport is exempt from abduction, invasion, and probing. There is signed by the head of galactic tyranny, that is Alan. And yeah, once you've followed us on TikTok, that is a stamp. Join us for a SETI stream like this, you get a stamp, etc., etc., for all the 12 there. So let us know, type passport in the chat if you haven't got one and would like one set up. I think we've got over 40 active ones at the minute there, and some people are getting quite close to completing them, but once they're complete we'll be posting them off to you guys there. We're trying to find a way to make it free. The second there. Oh, broke down. Oh, poor guy. Absolute a nightmare there. Have to be the AA, wouldn't it? Because otherwise, how would you get the bike back as well? You're having a good day by the looks of it there, Kate. Excuse me. The tide is getting to it. Meh. I don't drive anymore. And I'm about 200 miles away, sadly. I have to send Alan in the spaceship there. Oh. Well, that means you're owed a good day tomorrow, Kate. Oh, ribs as well there, B. But have a great time, B. Thank you for joining us. We'll catch you later there. Oh my God. Even further north. I don't go that far north. It gets dangerous. Going that far north of there as well. Oh. Right, let's get that going. So yeah, we're doing some microsignal analysis and it's not found anything. So yeah, what that is doing is it's looking at that background noise there. And it is looking to see if any signs of modulation in coding, their repeating patterns, anything that could give us a clue that there might be a faint signal getting lost in amongst all of that noise. Where are we? Let me just run that. So yeah, that's what it's doing there. It's checking the frequency range of interest. We're getting some bit, but no, it's just the interference signal, I think, sadly, there. It's a bit blocky tonight. It is. But we're not getting the second spike, are we, over the hydrogen line? Oh, which one, mate? I haven't checked recently. Earlier in the day I did a check, but I haven't checked this evening. Ridiculous speeds. Let me change that down. Sorry, just checking the internet. I thought I'd got that fixed tonight, but no. It's always full of false hopes there. Which one is... Oh, there goes the internet. Sorry, guys. Internet issues. I don't know if they're real or fake on the video. Oh, yeah, some of those ones, you never know these days. Some of them are so good. So you have to kind of hold it, don't you, in that could be, but also couldn't be area. But it's very interesting. I mean, even if some of them are, I just go, like, how fantastic would it be if they were, you know, like getting actual eyes and some of those sorts of things there. I'll be in and out of the stream while he's waiting for his buddy. To get him, and well, at least he's got someone to get him there. But that's totally, of course, there, Kate, as well. Putting Alan to bed. I'll see you, hello, Mayor, as well. Yeah, we briefly froze there. Oh, or did we briefly froze? No, we back. Looks like we're still freezing. Oh my God. Meant to have the engineer around today to look at the internet. Surprise, surprise, didn't show. It is typical. Has it unfrozen for you guys now? You can never trust it. Oh, we're going the wrong way. There. Oh, it does it for it gives you enough. Yes, it does. Oh, and now it wants me to complete a puzzle. It really hates bad internet, but it also makes it bad itself because the software is just so cumbersome there. How are you doing, Marcus? Only just getting that message through. Oh no, that one. Sorry, yeah. Oh, thank you. I'm glad it's sorting itself out there. You never know. I need to get that. So I'm not sure if I've got any other options at the minute to sort out the internet connection here. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, but mine is playing up as well, though. Like the ridiculous ping on it, but I think it's their damn software. But we never had these problems, really. Maybe the occasional one, but not like multiple times a night with the connection issue coming up until we got the new computer. So no idea what that's about. Really, but they just shoot themselves in the foot, aren't they? I mean, that list of words that you can't say, insane, absolutely insane. Ugh. So, anything interesting in the UFO news at the minute? I'm halfway through a podcast with old Avi Loeb. He never tends to say anything new, but just in case you might want to check it out there. It's actually, I think he left it on pause before I came on the stream. He was talking about the interviewer was asking him about I think is it John Brandenburg's theories about Mars. You know, Mars being nuked, and I don't know if Avi had heard about this before, because he was just about to answer, and he was kind of like, "Oh, that's interesting." There. So, very, very interesting. I wonder what Avi's understanding of that is. I am leaning more and more towards. Yeah, more and more towards that life, at the very least, in a sort of a multicellular sense, not necessarily fully complex as we are, started on Mars there. Because obviously, not only was it was cooler before the Earth had cooled down enough for life, but it was, yes, it was more habitable for a period, and it was habitable for quite a long time as well. So, I think at the